Good morning. And let me realign my camera real quickly. Got a little snafu right there at the beginning. Good morning. Welcome to Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. We're going to start with our sing-alongs while I get a few other things adjusted, so enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so glad somehow I got salvation now. Keeps spirit moving in my soul. Every day I find peace and joy in mind. It keeps me singing, singing in my soul. Yes, I'm singing, oh, singing in my soul. When the troubles roll, I sing from morning to night. It makes my blood lion. Yes, I'm singing, singing in my soul. Yeah. Now and then something comes sneaking in, then I steal away and I pray. Yes, sometimes through the night comes music of delight, keeps me singing, singing in my soul. Yes, I'm singing, yes, I'm singing in my soul. When troubles roll, when I sing from morning to night, it makes my blood tonight. Yes, I'm singing, singing in my soul. Yes, again I'm singing, singing in my soul. When the troubles roll, when I sing from morning to night,
Spirit, oh God, this morning with my mind, stayed on spirit. Good morning. Welcome to Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Rafe Ellis. I am honored to be the senior minister here. Let me remind us of who we are. I want to welcome all of the guests who are viewing us through YouTube and joining us on Zoom. And hopefully someone is sharing a link on Facebook. We had a little bit of trouble getting Facebook looped in this morning. So if you have the capacity to share the YouTube link to a Facebook page, that would be great, because then folks on Facebook can join us live also. So let me remind us of who we are. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, supportive community that celebrates the diversity of all creation. We strive to live authentic spiritual lives through a practical application of the teachings of science of mind. We engage in sacred spiritual practices that uplift our spirits, deepen our awareness, and ignite our soul's self-expression. We demonstrate active compassion to ourselves, to each other, and to our world. We experience meaningful contribution through giving generously of our time, talents, and treasures, and we intentionally promote our community and our teachings. And one of the ways that we demonstrate our inclusivity is through our candle lighting ritual that we do every Sunday morning. We light these candles to celebrate the unity of all peoples, all faiths, all beings, all life. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the ways of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path and knowledge of action and devotion. We light the third candle for Taoism, honoring the path of ultimate reality, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the middle way and path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the teachings of Jesus as the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought teachings, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles of love and law. We light the 10th candle for absolute inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome and celebrated here. And we light this final candle, honoring the infinity of oneness of all creation, seen and unseen. Now we're going to kick it back over to our musicians for our next community song. I invite you to sing out right where you are. Fill your experience with joy. Here we go.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. We let the strength. We let the strength wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let wash over us. We let it be. One more time. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let it be.
Good morning. Thank you, Jeff and Rick. They are doing amazing trickery getting us through this time. So thank you guys for that. So this is our time of inward meditation. So I invite you just to release everything in your immediate area from your attention. Allow your attention to go within. If you're a visual person, there is a lovely video attached with July's meditation. It's actually direct film footage from up at Fuller Lake here in Nevada County. So enjoy the meditation. I will bring us out of the meditation with our opening spiritual mind treatment. I serve. I serve the world. I wait upon the divine essence within all people. I call forth glory from on high through the minds of all people. I obey the will of the one who inhabits eternity. I do the works of the one who dwelleth among the heavens. My soul within commands, and I obey. I do good to all people. And so just breathing into this moment of oneness, this stillness of that place within, one source, one substance, one activity of creation. I know this one to be perfect peace, perfect love, infinite intelligence, infinite free-flowing abundance, giving continuously without restriction of itself to itself as its creation. And so I know that this is my life, that the one life that in this moment I call God is my life. God is living its life as me. And what is true of me is true of all. And so every breath is the breath of the infinite breathing itself, the one. And so this is a time of the divine celebrating the divine learning from itself, revealing itself. That this is the order of this time together. And so I speak a word of blessing, a word of healing, a word of perfection for the technology. I speak a word of surrender for myself. That I simply lean into everything is the divine unfolding in perfect evolution. And I let that be my experience. I yield to the divine within me this morning to have its way. So grateful to know that this is how it works. So grateful to have that center of peace within. It simply relaxes into being. And so it is from this place of gratitude that I release my word, knowing with absolute confidence it is the word of the divine spoken as me into the activity of itself, the soul law, which makes it so. And I invite you to anchor this as we say together, Amen. Shalom. Ashe. Aho. And so it is. Thank you. So this is our time of affirmation. So you see there on the screen is our affirmation. I invite you to just stay within and listen, because you're different. You receive it differently just listening, and then we'll read it again together. Choosing the divine voice within me that always acts in harmony with itself, I eliminate all limiting beliefs. As I am free, all are free. There is only one. So I invite you to read that again with me. Here we go. Choosing the divine voice within me that always acts in harmony with itself, I eliminate all limiting beliefs. As I am free, all are free. There is only one. Namaste.
a dawnless secret to tell you, don't go back to sleep. You was asked for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill, where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. People are going back and forth across the doorsill, where the two worlds touch. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep. Don't do it. Don't go back to sleep.
Thank you, beloveds. And so now we're moving into our time of sacred giving. And I want to speak for just a minute. Let's do our affirmation, and then I have some information to share with you. So this is our giving affirmation. Let's read it together. It's there on the screen. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And so part of what is happening in this prolonged closure is our contributions are beginning to wax and wane a bit. We are covering payroll, but that's about it with what we're bringing in. And I know some of you are reticent to use online giving, and I can certainly appreciate that. And so if there are ways that we can work with you to create new avenues for your giving, give us a call. Let's talk about that. We've cut expenses to the bare bones, all the way to getting the electric bill below $100 here at the center. And so we're doing everything that we can think of to do to cut expenses. And we're going to get through this. And, you know, at our last member meeting, I promised you transparency, and so I am delivering that. So let's look at ways we can give. One way you can give, and you can do that right now, is go to www.sierracenter.org/donate.html. When you go there, that's our website. When you go to our website, if you scroll across the top of the page to the right, you will see a button that says donate. If you click on that donate button, it will take you right through the process. Another way that you can give is by mailing checks to Sierra Center for Spiritual Living, Post Office Box 2714, Grass Valley, California, 95945. I check the mail regularly, make the deposits so that we stay in the flow. Your gifts of any size are appreciated with equal value. Another way that you can give is by calling the office Tuesday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., 530-274-1018. Now just a word about that. One of the ways that I'm cutting expenses is during this heat is working from home. I come in to check the messages, but don't stay long enough to need to turn on the AC. And so if you call and you don't get an answer, please leave a message, leave your number, leave a good time to reach out and contact you back. I've had a couple of calls last week that left phone numbers that were not good phone numbers. So I'm not sure what happened there, but you know, and if you don't get a call back, please reach out by email because it may be a glitch in the way the numbers came through. You can email me at revrafe@sierracenter.org. I will respond as quickly as I can. I try to respond within 24 hours, and sometimes life gets in the way and that doesn't happen, but I will get back to you. And now, here's a message from one of our practitioners.
I'm Julia Robles Scott. I'm one of your licensed practitioners at Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. And I don't know if you're like me, but you may be feeling like I'm missing my spiritual community, missing being there in person with you all. And just wanted to put out this reminder that as one of your practitioners, the practitioners are available to support you and to pray with you. And you can find our information on our center's website, and you can also submit a prayer request through the website, and it's all completely confidential. So we're here for you. We love you, and just know that we're here, and reach out if you need us.
All right. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. I understand we've had a glitch with Zoom, and I apologize for that. I'm not sure what happened with that, but I'm sure I will research and figure it out. You know, I was watching the Tonight Show, and even they have problems with this new technology, so I'm just going to embrace it and sidestep any guilt and shame and know that whatever's happening, people are getting fed, and the recording will be up and available very shortly. So let's close out with our closing song with Karen Drucker, I Give Myself Permission to Be All That I Can Be. Let's go do that. You got to unmute down there. You see the sound levels? Down at the bottom where it says movie, the sound levels, Juanita, all the way down.
Yeah.
Unmute the movie.
Unmute the movie. No, it says muted.
Okay.
So it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I give myself permission.
I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission